Derek, let's talk about tonight's performance. Sam talked about Chris realizing the mismatch. Was that something that you guys wanted to do as part of your game plan?
Oh yeah, Chris is an all-star, so we try to go in and see the best possible way we can put him in positions to be successful. And Coach came up with some plays, 4 or 5 plays that we thought could really exploit them defensively, and we were able to do that. And Chris had a big night for us.
Derek, you're active tonight. What did you see? You got in there some good productive minutes. What's changing your game? What getting in there?
Nothing, just having an opportunity to play. Very thankful for that. Coach had confidence in there to put me in. We talked at shoot-around today and let me know what was going on. So I'll just always be ready to play whenever called upon, and whatever I need to do to help this team try to win. Be positive all the time, on and off the floor. And, I love being here. I love being part of the organization. So whenever I'm called upon, I'll play.
Derek, talk to me about the rebounding, obviously a focus tonight, and you guys did a great job at it.
Well, we know to go where we want to go, rebounding and defense is going to be our key. We're built to score, and we can score. But to go to that next level where we want to go, we know we're going to have to get stops in some games because you can't shoot well for 82 games. So our defense and rebounding is going to have to carry us through those tough nights.
Talking about the fourth quarter, Derek, you guys had a little bit of a lull there. You had a 19-point lead. They started chipping away at it. What were they doing, or what were you not doing that helped you build a lead?
We were moving the ball and making shots, and I think for a period of time we weren't as aggressive, and we didn't make as many shots, and they were able to come down and make shots. It comes down to making plays. We just didn't make enough plays at the particular time. Fortunately, we were up by enough where we had a little bit of a rope to play with. So that team never quits. They never quit. We could never put them away completely tonight, and that's a credit to them over there.
Derek, do you ever get to a point as a player, you're up 18-19, there's 7 minutes to go, and you kind of start watching the clock, and as you say, become less aggressive?
Well, as a younger player, which we have a team full of younger players that are learning to win in this league, you can get complacent sometimes. But with my 13 years of experience, you just got to put your head down and play for 48 minutes. And that's something Sam has been preaching, that we have to play for 48 minutes. If we're up 20 or down 20, we just have to put our heads down and grind for 48 minutes. And then at that time, we'll look up and see who's winning.
The win tonight, rebounding in particular, what was the difference? We've seen nights where you guys couldn't rebound. Tonight it was different.
Well, coming into the film today, Coach told us that he wanted Chris and Andrea to try to box out Zach Randolph and Eddie Curry, by being so big, and it was going to be tough for them to get that job done. So he wanted the guards to get in there and try to get a couple if we could. And I think AP did a real good job of getting in there and getting a couple of rebounds. But CB was boxing the big guys out, but he still grabbed like 11, so it was big.
Jamari, what about the offense? I mean, running through Chris, was that something that you guys saw as a mismatch tonight?
Chris, he been the go-to guy since the season started. So, we're going to live with him, we're going to die with him, So, if the type of game he had, maybe if he going to have those types of games, then we're going to keep throwing it in there. We believe in him.
What did they do in the fourth quarter to kind of, chip away at your lead?
It just started seeming like they was playing playground ball. It's hard to defend playground ball one-on-one. So, we just tried to keep them on one side of the court, but they was hitting some tough shots. And, they was going down, but luckily we came back and got us a couple buckets of our own.
Jamar, is there a tendency when you're up 18-19, 7-8 minutes to go in the game to start, watching the clock a little bit and maybe become a little bit complacent?
I think we do that a little bit because teams have a tendency of chipping in our leads late in the game. But, if we figure out a way to just put our foot on their throat and finish the game, then we'll be fine.
Now, I see a lot of microphones here following you around tonight. What's going on, man?
It's my first acting gig, I guess.
So you're going to let us in on who these guys are that have been following you around all night?
Hey, I don't know if they want their identity revealed, so I just keep it on the low.
There's a lot of different guys at you, a lot of different kinds of defenders, bigs, littles, mid-sized guys. How's that make your night?
It makes it challenging, especially late in the game. They really started, like you say, throwing different guys at me. I got different looks, but I got Malik, and then Balkman came up and guarded me. He did a pretty good job. I have to do a better job of, just taking my time, making sure I get good shots for my teammates.
First time you heard Zach and Jarrett.
Yeah.
For a long time, Jarrett got a pretty good second quarter against.
Yeah. Well, that's what coaches are gonna do. They're gonna throw different guys at a guy if he's hot and try to give him different looks and try to confuse him.
Chris, as good a night as that was, you kind of feel you almost left a little bit on the table? Like, it looked like it could have been huge.
Yeah, it was huge. It was good enough for me. We won. I don't want to be too selfish, I did have a few turnovers and I missed a couple shots down the stretch. So, I just have to have a little bit more composure going down at the end of games and just take my time with it.
Chris, what looks were you?
early in this game? You and the team took control early, never looked back.
Yeah, we took control early. That was our main focus in today's game. We wanted to kind of put the pressure on them. We knew that the crowd wasn't going to be that friendly if we jump on them quick, and that's kind of what happened. You know, they fought back. They're a very tough team to guard sometimes, and you know they shot a good field goal percentage against us, but you know we held them off.
Chris, why was the rebounding portion of the game plan executed better tonight? AP and all the guys talked about something that, you know, the team says we want to do this every night, but tonight it was better. Why?
I think it was just extra focus. You know, we've been getting on each other about rebounding all the time. We talked about it before the game, and it's paid off for us. We just have to continue to crash the boards and just play strong. That's all it is.